Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife on ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a memory planning process. You can see I have a ton of stuff pulled out on my desk. I am memory planning for the week of December 12th through the 18th, and we're going to do all the Christmassy things. I'm excited to use some of these stickers. You can see I've already used some. These are the stickers I created for my patrons in the month of December. Actually, they got these in November. They got different stickers in December, and it's something fun that we are doing over on Patreon right now. And yeah, I'm excited to use these on the spread. So I will put you guys on fast forward. I will link things that I use down below. Otherwise, let's go. All right, so this was definitely a case of a busier week, meaning less photos. I think there was just so much going on. This was the last week of school before winter break, so I was in a rush to get as much work things done and as much Christmas things done as far as Christmas errands and all that business before the kids were out of school. So I don't have a ton of photos, but there were some great things that happened this week. There was a fun friend gathering. I was working through a vision board workshop with a business coach who is amazing, and of course some fun gatherings with friends and family. So I did have a few pictures from the week, but probably not as many as I would normally have, and we're going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to start by matting some of these pictures. I love the black and white gingham. That definitely screams Christmas to me. Absolutely love it. So we're going to do that. And then we're also going to do that red. The red paper that I have is from Felicity Jane. I don't think it's like a super Christmassy red. It kind of has a slight orange tint to it, but it happens to match the reds in the other decorative paper that I have pretty well. And so I am going to use that. And we're just going to use two different colors. And this week, we're not going to do any kind of color coding as far as certain pictures matted in certain ways. We're just kind of mix and match with the pictures throughout the week. So once all of those are matted, then I'm going to take my attention to the background of the page and kind of setting the tone with a large piece of scrapbook paper. Definitely something that I like to do on a consistent basis. And we're going to use this beautiful candy cane paper, and I'm going to go old school and cut out a Christmas tree. This is like how we all first learned to create Christmas trees, I feel like. So I'm just going to fold the paper, and then I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to cut. And then we're going to cut our little triangle Christmas tree with its little indentions and things like that. And what I'm going to do is put this in the middle of the spread. So I'm just trimming it out, making it as large as I can based on the paper that I have. So there is my Christmas tree, super cute. And then I'm going to cut it in half right down the middle where that folded line was. And I will put it on the two sides of the spread. Now, you could do it two different ways. You could go all the way to the edge and then just re-punch the holes. I decided for this time I would just keep it within the boxes, the Happy Planner boxes. So I'm lining mine up at the bottom and the side right here, and then we will do the other half on the other side. And it's just a nice big impact. It's taking up a lot of space since I did not have as many pictures this week. So I think it's going to work pretty well. Look at that. That's cute. And I like the idea of the candy canes because it makes me think of candy canes hanging on the tree. Next up is going to be getting all of the pictures settled. I am trying to mix it up a little bit as far as where the gingham and the red are, but of course still keeping it true to the days of the week, or at least pretty close to when those events happen. And I'm also trying to keep them off of the tree as much as possible, just so that you'll still be able to see the tree. And then I will get all of those down on the page. As always, I say this almost every time, I work from bigger elements down to small. That's how I figure out how to lay out a page. If you start with small elements, it's hard to go backwards. So for me, it just always makes sense to start with the largest element, which in this case was that Christmas tree. I get that down on the page, then I get the photos down on the page, and we'll build from there. Because of where I placed my photos, I don't have a lot of room for journaling. So I'm actually going to use these boxes. This is from MojoJojoPlans. She has a whole series of box sticker books on her website. She has them in lots of different colors and different styles. And I like these that have the journaling lines specifically for memory planning because they give you nice little places to write your journaling and to include them on your spread. And that really works well for weeks like this where just because of how the photos ended up laid out, I didn't have a lot of room for journaling. It was just divided up in kind of weird ways. So in this case, I can add all of my journaling onto different parts of the page with the journaling boxes. Everything was kind of disjunct this week anyway. I'm not sure that there was a single theme going through the activities of the week. So it worked. It was lots of little different stories that needed to be told this week instead of one big one. Once those are on the page, now we're getting really small. Now we're going to use these decorative stickers. I love how these stickers came out. I've had such a great time creating stickers for my patrons. I have a group of patrons that receives Happy Mail each month, and they have started receiving stickers as part of their Happy Mail, and I think that they are just, it's a lot of fun. I like designing them, and then I like using them in the projects, and creating them is a lot of fun as well, getting them all cut out with my Cricut and all that business. And I've been using these stickers a bunch in my December Not So Daily project, which is a junk journal project that I was working on with my patrons. But they work really well in your planner. They can be great for a planner spread or for memory planning like this, because these particular ones happen to be very seasonal. So I love these kind of watercolor hand-drawn looking pieces. And then we'll just include a few cookies. You can see I'm just using these to kind of fill in some of the empty spaces. Using stickers makes it so easy to memory plan. Things just feel like they come together really quickly. So I'm going to use as many of the illustrations as I can, and then I have a couple of sheets that have different quotes on them that are all Christmassy holiday quotes. And so some of those are a little bit larger, like this one. It's the most wonderful time of the year. But again, they are going to serve a really good purpose because they'll be able to fill in a lot of these open spaces. Eat, Drink, and Be Merry was perfect for the wrapping party that I went to at the beginning of the week. And then I'm just trying to see what else might fit. Christmas cheer, if we can fill in kind of this odd little space. This does end up closing in on the Christmas tree. I still think that it looks like a Christmas tree. You might not think so because parts of it have gotten covered up. But for me, it still sets the stage, so I think it works pretty well. All right, and once I get the last of these stickers set, then I will grab a red gel pen to fill in the journaling. Again, it makes it really easy when you have these lined boxes because they are just perfect to add little tidbits of journaling. So I'll tell the little stories that happen throughout the week, and then this memory planner spread will be done. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. As always, I will link the supplies that I used down below, including MojoJojo's website. Be sure to check her out. She has some great box stickers, and I have really enjoyed using them since I purchased them over Cyber Week. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. It really means the world. We're having a fabulous time, and 2023 is going to be a great year over on Patreon. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to check the link in the description box and go see what Patreon is all about. All right, that's it. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and as always, keep it creative.